You're bullish. We know it. The viewers and listeners know it too. The question becomes, after a run like we've seen since the Liberation Day lows, what can we expect from technology? Has it already been drawn forward?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we're just beginning this golden age for tech. And the reason I think tech stocks are up 10 to 15% in the second half of the year, because the second, third, fourth derivatives of AI, they're just starting to play out. I mean, when you look across software, you look across semis, you look across the consumer report, and to me, that's really the focus here, is that as the AI revolution plays out, that's how I think you get to NASDAQ 22K, 23K.
If it's that way, we know through history it's not always a straight line, and even hasn't been since the recoveries of the great financial crisis back in 08 and 09. What kind of risk downside can investors expect, even if the medium to longer term march is from the lower left to the upper right?
Yeah, me and you have talked about this before for a long time. It's like, look, those are the opportunities. Like, you go back to, let's say, next week, July 9th, what happens with some of the trade deals? You look at Fed, you look at geopolitical, but I view those as the opportunities. I mean, my whole career, those are the opportunities if you think the fundamental stories are playing out. And I think when it comes to tech, this is just starting. I think it's a 3-year tech bull market still ahead of us, as all what I view as AI, $2 trillion of spend in the next 3 years.
What about valuations? You can't argue with the fact that there are certain places in the market right now, especially in technology, that have elevated valuations, enough so where people are drawing certain comparisons to other frothy times in recent market history, just in the last couple of decades. How do you respond to that?
Look, in some of the covered tech stocks in late 90s to today, I mean, I view it as apples and oranges, because this is the biggest tech trend we've seen in the last 40, 50 years. And I always focus, if you just focus on valuations, you missed every transformational tech stock the last 20 years. I think you have to look at the next 3, 5 years what growth looks like. And I think, to me, tech is actually undervalued relative to where I see this. And that's why I think a lot of the bears, when they're in hibernation in those caves, they can't see AI in the spreadsheets. I think that's why we're so bullish, especially across not just software, cybersecurity, and across the rest of the ecosystem.
Okay, so if we were to press you, and we are going to right now, because you cover all kinds of different tech stocks, you pinpoint, I'm asking you to pinpoint where you think among your coverage universe the real outperformance will be. Is it tech hardware? Is it like NVIDIA? Or is it in software? Is it just mega cap tech in general? Comm services, media? What exactly does that mean?
Look, I think Mag 7's up 20%. Okay, second half. But to me, it's really software, cybersecurity. I mean, that to me is that's where you're going to see the AI revolution play out. The use cases, Palantir, what you're seeing in terms of MongoDB, Snowflake. You look in terms of our price target increase, Datadog. You look at cybersecurity, CrowdStrike, Zscaler, or CyberArk. I mean, to me, I think cybersecurity could actually be one of the biggest outperformers in all of tech. And that's why I sit here today to get the popcorn out moment. Because when you look into the second half of the year, and we're going to have some white knuckle moments, I think this is a bull time for tech.